Hello. What's up, family? This is Alex with We Are the Change. I was just doing a lot of talking. And I was like, you know what? I've been doing this talking for so long. Let me finally record something. I talk a lot. I know a lot of people. A lot of people will be like, he's very quiet. But then they'll think, no, he can talk a lot too. So I'm like an introverted extrovert. I like my own, that's because I like my own space. I really like to do things. I try to do my best to stay out of people's business because that's what I want people to do for me. Do unto others how you would want them to do it to you. Something like that. For a long time, I've felt the pull to make videos. I felt the pull to speak, to show, to help. My whole life, I've always been here to help people, and I've known that since I was very young. But now I've been given this chance to be able to do it right here. I just saw 144 too. Do it right here on YouTube. This whole time I've had the opportunity. I watch many YouTube videos. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that I know I'm connected to. But you know, for a long time, and this goes along with belief systems and illusions that have been placed over us our entire life. And now those are starting to fall off. And the real you is here. It's always been here. It's just been a bunch of bullshit in the way. Excuse my language. I said, you know what? So many times I was like, I'm just going to make a video. But then I would talk myself out of it. And now I was like, I was already talking for a grip. And I was like, something was like, just hit the record button. So I was about to hit the record button. But before I did, I was like, well, I'm not all like, oh, let me get this. Like, you can see I didn't get myself fixed up. This is what I was wearing already today. As you can see, I have my clear quartz right here. My main ones that I wear is my rose quartz, black tourmaline, amethyst, and used to be moldavite. Sometimes I put my moldavite in there, but I've kind of stepped back from that one for a while. But there's a lot of different things we could talk about, or I could talk about. But what I was speaking about before I hit that record button was how we as humans, how I was telling myself, like, you have not changed. Or you have not changed to become this better version of you. You were always this version. It was you pretty much taking those bullshit layers off that were put onto you, those old belief systems, those projections of others. And a lot of them sadly come from family, whether it's purposely or unintentionally. Even though I can speak, and I know I can speak, I still feel myself feeling a little bit nervous because it's probably my first video. And I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. I probably will. I'll probably make myself post it. And I could probably sit there and be like, dang, man, you look like this, or you said that, or you stuttered, or whatever. I don't care. I started out by saying, I love you. And I truly say that from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every soul on this planet because I know the more that we send good energy out, whether I'm sitting here in my house or I'm at my workplace around hundreds of people where the energies are sending good energy out purposely, or just purposely keeping your vibration up is helping the planet rather than the opposite of what people do on the regular. Most people, I shouldn't say people, but a lot of people do because of these belief systems, because of the ways that we've been taught. And it's very easy to be negative in a negative world. A good man, and he knows who he is, told me that recently. It was like, it's very easy to be negative in a negative world. It's not that easy to be positive. And he's right. And who I am, a lot of people look at me like, he's not real. He's not, the things that he speaks about, the things that he does, you know, and I'm speaking mainly at work. This is in Palo Santo that's burning. A lot of people are like, oh, he's just a people pleaser. There's no way he lives his life like that, you know, of being so kind, loving, compassionate, willing to, you know, always thinking of somebody else. And it's like, I do. I really, really do. And I'm not here to prove it to nobody. It's like, I'm here to prove it to continue being me. If anybody, it's proving it to me. I don't care anymore about what anybody thinks. I don't care if I got a little scratch on my head or, you know, like I said, I'm not wearing the fanciest thing. It's about what's coming out. It's about the energy that I am putting out. It's about the intention of the video to help me and to help you. But it's easy to be negative and jump onto that negative, that gossip, that judgment, because we naturally do that because of the way the world has been set up, because of the system that we live in. But you know what? That old system is already failed. It's already done. It's holding on just little by little, trying to do anything they can. It's very few. All right, there's very few that are that are evil, that I think, in my opinion, that I think are truly evil, that are in high positions. And then they sit back and they watch. They throw out the negatives. They do it through media, they do it through religion, and they do it through politics. Those are the three main ones. There's more. But when and I'm going to use another example of somebody I work with, not going to say their name. They told me recently, they were like, man, Alex, I came into work and I started my day off really positive. I was doing really well. And just super bubbly. She's a very high, like, she's a bubbly, good, energetic person, right? But there's, like many of us are, and I'm realizing that many people are this way. It's just we get caught up in those distractions is what it is. There's a lot of distractions, especially, I don't know what it is, but when this evil, this darkness, whatever it is you want to call it, sees that you are starting to raise your vibration and you're starting to follow that right path, starting to seek who you truly are, it's going to try to throw distractions in your way and see if you are really going to be like, no, let me catch myself and go back to the moment and go back to, I'm not letting that faze me. I'm not going to let that disturb me. It might have got me for a split second, but I'm choosing to go back. I'm not going to keep rambling. But anyway, so she told me that she was like, I came in, I was having a great day. And then this thing happened to where it really, I kind of got to say it. She was watching some kids. That's part of her job. She had to watch kids, and then her coworker that she was with at the time, they were watching a group of kids, right? Now, everything was going well. She noticed that one of these little kids, one of these shorties, like kindergarten, first grade, was choking. The coworker was closer to the kid, but she didn't see it, and she had an earbud in. So she was trying to call her name, saying, hey, trying to get her, I'm not going to say her name. She was trying to tell her, like, get her attention, like, hey, this one is choking over there. So it got her, the one that was in that beautiful vibration, it got her very scared, very anxious. It threw her off. which it should have for a second. I mean, she had to run over there, get the attention of the person, help the kid. Thankfully, everything was okay. But when she came in, she told me what happened, and she was like, "Man, I was having such a freaking good day, but this mother..." And then she started going into the motherfucking this, motherfucking that, because it scared her. Is really what it is. It scared her, and then it from that fear of like, oh my gosh, like this kid could have just died right here, and you got your freaking earbud in. You're just over there, da 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 da, whatever. I'm not defending the person with the earbud. What I'm trying to say is, yes, my point is this. The problem got solved. She needs to, what I think should have happened is like she should have talked to that person about, don't wear the earbuds. You can't wear the earbuds if you're watching kids. But the main purpose is it threw her off, and it messed up the rest of her day, because from that point forward, this was early in the morning and she still had the rest of the work day to go through. From that point forward, she was like, yeah, and she was throwing F-bombs, and you could just see her completely different. And I pointed that out to her, but again, it's like I feel like when I start to speak too much, like I am a little bit right now, this is just a little bit of it. I can feel their projections of like, who does he think he is? This and that. I've got to the point where I'm like, I don't care what you think of me. I really don't. I do not. I know what I am. I know what my intentions are. And I know that I'm here to rise, help others rise, help Mother Earth rise, and live in a better, more peaceful world. I could keep talking and talking and talking. But like I said, this is day one. Hopefully I'll post it. Alex, post it. All right. I love you all. Have a very, very blessed rest of your day. And hopefully I'll see you again. Deuces.